I was fortunate enough to have the journey of a lifetime with my mom in Iceland. Everywhere we looked, we felt like we were being dropped into another planet. It was really an escape from everything that was happening in the world. I mean, seriously, how can this be possible? In the middle of these landscapes, I felt like anything could become true. My mom and I spent 10 days in Iceland, traveling along the ring road with our drone and photography equipment. We captured some amazing moments and visited 44 different sites along the way.
A few of him like right in front of the way, which is really good.
I'm going to show you the top 16 places and hidden gems we discovered, which were just amazing. If you plan to go to Iceland, be sure that these are in your itinerary for your dream adventure. Near the start of our trip, we visited one of Iceland's most iconic waterfalls. Located just off the ring road, this waterfall is around 200 feet high and is accessible for everyone. While we did get soaked, my mom and I loved walking through the back part of the waterfall to see the landscape that was coming through. It was such an incredible experience. Just 500 meters down the path, there's another waterfall, which is often overshadowed by its neighbor, and yet still offers a mystical experience. It's hidden within a narrow canyon, and to fully appreciate its beauty, you need to navigate through a shallow stream to enter the cavern. Once inside, you'll find yourself behind the cascade and in the middle of echoing sounds of rushing water. This experience was pretty unique. We felt like we were in the middle of a water vortex, and it was awesome. From there, about a 20-minute drive north, you'll find the best kept secret in all of Iceland. This place was an absolute wonder, and only accessible in the summer when the river's water levels are low. As you follow the path, you'll find yourself entering a narrow canyon. Be prepared for a bit of an adventure. You'll have to step on rocks along the way to avoid getting wet, and then use these chains to get deeper into the canyon. If you make it all the way, you'll be rewarded with a view of a beautiful waterfall cascading down, which you can go right up to. This canyon was so much fun to explore and wasn't overcrowded with other tourists. You definitely have to visit this spot on your own. This is one of the biggest waterfalls in the country, being 82 feet wide and about 200 feet tall. You can go right up to the base of the water, and on sunny days, the water spray produces rainbows, creating a picturesque scene. Climb a set of stairs on the right-hand side to get a panoramic view of the surrounding landscape and appreciate the majestic landscape the country has to offer. Continue at the path at the top of the stairs, and every 15 minutes you'll find a new waterfall to enjoy. This was a really nice scenic walk for my mom and I, and well worth the trip, especially if you're in the area. Sitting on top of an active volcano, the glacier ice is mixed with volcanic ash from previous eruptions, giving it this unique appearance. At the glacier's base, there's a lagoon, which has formed due to the melting ice over the years. My mom and I spent hours capturing this mix of green, white, and black on our cameras. I've never seen anything like this before, and it was just a magical place. Black sand is a defining feature of the Iceland coast, and it's formed by eroded volcanic rock over the centuries. The coast is also known for its basalt columns, which are created by the cooling and contraction of lava. This beach was so much fun, from capturing the landscape to tracking the birds on the cliffs. We spent a whole morning here soaking in the sun. So far in our trip, we had seen waterfalls, glaciers, and black sand beaches, but now it was time to explore the canyons. These canyons were formed by melting glaciers carving out these deep gorges at the end of the last ice age. This was an amazing walk with multiple viewpoints. The depth and grandeur of this landscape made it so surreal. At the end of the walk, you'll see a waterfall which feeds into the canyon itself. My mom and I were blown away by the extraordinary landscape and highly recommend coming here to see it for yourself. A lesser-known waterfall along the ring road, this one gets a special mention from us due to its unique crisscrossed feature. At the base, there's a natural pool providing a reflective surface, creating unique opportunities for photographs. We thought this was a nice place to appreciate the landscape without too many tourists. The next highlight of our trip was another waterfall, this one known for its hexagonal basalt columns that surround the water. Located within a larger national park, you have to embark on a moderate hike that's about 1.8 kilometers. It took me about 1.5 hours to complete the round trip, but it was well worth the view at the end with the option of sitting on the basalt rocks for a snack. If you made it this far in the video, you're about to see my favorite spot in all of Iceland. This lesser-known canyon was absolutely incredible and a must-visit if you're able to. Getting to the spot is much more challenging compared to the other sites due to the moderate hike required to get there, but when you make it until the end, you'll be well rewarded. The isolated, untouched nature of the canyon made the experience feel like a fairy tale. The steep cliffs, cascading waterfalls, and the river running through made the spot so serene. This canyon is unique for its basalt columns which line the water flowing through it. What's fun about the site is that you're able to get right down beside the rushing water, sit on the basalt rocks themselves, and enjoy the view. This spot has gotten a lot more popular over the years, but still worth the trek to experience it yourself. This gorge offers another adventure. Follow the path and enter the gorge and be prepared to get a little wet. You can climb over that first waterfall and continue going, navigating from one rock to the next. At the very end, you'll be rewarded with this tranquil scene with a waterfall, and when you look up, you'll see the sun trying to enter into the canyon through the rocks. This was another amazing experience, though I suggest getting here early in the morning to avoid the other tourists. This is the last hidden gem from our trip, a seal beach. While you won't see the seals right away, continue towards the water and you'll start seeing the outline of these cute little sea creatures. You can navigate across the seaweed and rocks to take pictures. As my mom and I were doing so, they started posing for us, and this was just such a funny moment to capture and a great way to end our trip. And these are the top 16 sites and hidden gems of our trip, which are going to hold a special place in our hearts. There were plenty of other sites that we visited along the way, but these ones were definitely the most unique and transported us in our own dream adventure. Let us know if you have any questions or if you've been to Iceland before. Tell us your favorite spots as well. We'll see you in the next video.